Hey guys, today I'm checking out Lowend Modular by 10 Phantom Rooms and native instruments. And this is their second library for low end. If you remember, I already covered the low end strings. I'm going to put a link, check the channel. Anyway, let's dive into this. So this is going to be a lot of weird noises inspired by modular synthesizers. Let's go through the user interface. We have 4 panels. This main panel, you can see we have 4 layers of sound. We have 4 channels. And for each one, we have different sounds loaded. And you can also just click this dice and randomize stuff. But on the left side, we have assignments to our mod wheel. And as you can see, we have 3 presets, A, B, and C. And we can use this to change how things sound or behave, and then use the mod wheel to just morph between them. But not only that, I'm going to show you something else in a second. So now, for example, I can have the filter on A just all the way down. I'm going to save this. Then I'm going to go into B. And I'm going to go all the way and save this and go to C and just close it again and save it. And now as I morph from A, B to C, you will see that is just handling the filter as we programmed. But if we go into this menu on the bottom, you'll see that you can use the mod wheel for other things, to animate or filter, space, echo, drift, and time, but you can't do that together with the morph. Anyway, let's just try that. Now again, if you want to change the sounds, you'll go into any of those channels, click this title here, and we have categories, we have the presets, and you can just experiment and change the sounds. And as you can see, once you go into any of those channels, you have a selection on the bottom, and this works also in other panels. So for example, if I go into the edit panel, you'll see again that we have channel 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can flick through them and do whatever you need to do without going back to the main panel. So as you can see, we have different categories of snapshots, presets, and we have bass, drones, basses, leads, pads, sound effects, and the scenes. I think I'm going to start with one from each and then dive into more things you can find in this library. In the mixer, we have channels and we have the effects. So for the channels, you can see for each of the channels, we have panning, space, and echo sense. And then if we'll go into effects, we'll see the space and echo actual effects that are being used, and you can change that. For example, for the space, we can have convolution or reverb, and then we have a choice of room and hall. And if we'll go to convolution, then we have a whole list of choices. And then, of course, we have pre-delay, size, high cut, and return. And for the echo, you'll see 3 choices. We have modern, analog, and tape, and their respective settings. And then we also have dirt that we can just turn on right here, and we have screamer, lo-fi, and tape saturation, and you can assign this to the different channels, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for each one, you can have different dirt effect. So now if you want to go deeper into sound design, we have the edit and the animate panels. If you're not interested in that, you can just jump to the end of this video to the sound demo and just, have a listen to the different presets. I'm going to demo them. And if you do want to see this, so what we have is the 4 channels, as you can see on the bottom here, channel 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for each one, you can set different sources. You have pitch, random sample start, velocity to cutoff, velocity to volume, and we have the filter. We have choices of different filters, and we have their settings with the cutoff and resonance and the envelope and mount. And then, of course, we have the volume envelope, the ADSR envelope for the volume and ADSR volume for the filter. I'm not going to explore that right now and go into synthesis and sound design details, but this is very common things to find in synthesizers. And then in the animate tab, here we have 2 types of animations. So we have the step sequencer, and then we also have an LFO. So this is the step sequencer. On the bottom here, you can just click LFO, and then you'll have the LFO settings and the destination. So you can set that to have an LFO on, for example, volume intensity, or you can just go and do panning instead, and then the sound will go left and right. And this is really great and very easy to use. So let me know in the comments if you want me to show you how to use this in an example and just, create sounds from scratch. And I'll be happy to do that. And so this is pretty much it. And except for one thing, on the bottom here, we have these macros, which you can program actually. But anyway, what we'll do now is just explore a bunch of sounds, give you a sense of what to expect with the low-end modular, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next videos. Subscribe, like the video, and comment if you have any questions or you just want to say hello. See you soon. Bye-bye.